Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1967 Hermes 3000 vintage portable typewriter made in Switzerland. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Often called the best typewriter of all time, or the Bentley of typewriters. It has a 13-inch wide carriage, which is pretty rare for this model, versus the 10, which it usually comes with. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bell that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers and a scale, and also the margin indicators. To set the margins, you just put the cursor wherever you want it, and there's a lightning margin here on the side, and it sends it to wherever you want it, just like that. Or you can, if you want it closer to the edge, you hold it and push the carriage release at the same time, and then move it to where you want it, then let it go. That's pretty good. Same concept with the right margin. So I want it on the edge of the page, so I'm going to put the cursor where I want it, and it's already there actually, but if you wanted it closer to the middle, then you would just put the cursor where you want it and then flip the switch here, and it sends it to that spot. So I want it right on the edge, so I'm going to hold the carriage release and the margin, the lighting margin at the same time, and move it to where I want it, let it go, and that's where it's going to be positioned. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit the slide space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, you just flip the switch down. Skips 1.5. Flip it down to 2. It skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now. And I was able to type all the keys on one line because this has elite, small elite typeface, which prints 13 characters per inch. Pretty rare, I think. I don't know if I've ever had one. I might not have noticed it, but usually the elite has 12 characters per inch. So this one's a little bit smaller than regular elite. So on this next line, I'm going to print a sentence in red. To switch from black to red, you just flip the switch all the way up to that red indicator, and it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it on the yellow indicator, it prints right down the middle. When you have it on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. When you have it all the way down, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. And apparently, if you have a solid black ribbon, you can use it 3 times by using all 3 of these. And it just makes the ribbon a lot more valuable. So I'm going to print red on this next line. It's absolutely euphoric typing on this thing. My favorite typewriter. Although I would not use this for daily use because it's too fancy for me, because I'm always working on something dirty and I just wouldn't have clean fingers to type on this for my regular notes. But if you're a writer and you have clean hands, this is the best typewriter you can get. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side above the carriage release, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip this down for now. Put the color back on blue, which prints the top portion of the ribbon. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top left here. Very smooth. Tab set. I think we have tabs set on 10 space intervals right now. Yep. So I'm just going to go and clear all of them by hitting all clear. So now we shouldn't have any tabs, but I always like to keep one set somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. So hit tab set like that, and it sets that tab right at that spot, and you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. To clear that specific tab, you just hit the tab to get to it, and then you hit tab clear just like that. And now that should be clear, and it is. So I'm just going to keep one set there and leave it alone. Margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release on the top there, and it does allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. That's it with the keyboard, I believe. Touch control right here. The higher up you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. Do have to hit them harder, but they respond faster, so you just got to play with that to gauge what your favorite touch control is. And this, I believe, comes up from the back first, and it hooks in from the front, so you want to pull it off from the back. This is all metal except for the keys and the knobs. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just flip the ribbon guide like that, and it pulls counterclockwise to the left. You flip it again, pulls to the right, which is the direction I want it to go. And this just pops back in with those two hooks in the front and snaps down on the back. On the right side of the carriage is I've already shown you how to use the carriage release, and this is the carriage lock, which if you flip it down, it locks in the middle. So when you have it in the case, which this one doesn't come with a case, I just didn't have one for this one, for this model. It does originally come with one though. To unlock it, you flip it down and you move the carriage to the right and let it go. On the left side of the carriage release, we already showed you that. This knob is actually 3D printed because the original has a crack in it. And this is another 3D printed one, so that's about as close to that color as you can get as an aftermarket. Since they don't sell them anymore, that's what you got to do. You got to 3D print these things. And that's it. Now available on